We're following a late developing story at the moment. All news since 6 o'clock. Police in Elizabethtown make an arrest after 2 men are found dead inside a burning house today. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. Now investigators say those men had been shot and killed first before that house was set on fire. And police have charged this man, 45-year-old Dustin Caudill of Elizabethtown, with arson, murder, robbery, and other charges. According to police, Caudill confessed to shooting the victims and then intentionally setting that fire that broke out at about 5 a.m. on Hennin Lane in E-Town. Police say 41-year-old Blake France and 43-year-old Anthony Garrett were found dead inside. Both had gunshot wounds. Witnesses reported seeing a gold pickup truck speeding away from the scene. Police were able to quickly locate that truck at a nearby motel. According to police, surveillance video showed Caudill leaving the truck and throwing away a handgun. Investigators say they also recovered personal belongings of the victims inside Caudill's motel room. Caudill is expected to be in court tomorrow in Elizabethtown tomorrow morning. And also new from the night team, a popular Baxter Avenue nightclub that's been the focus of trouble for police and neighbors can no longer sell alcohol after tomorrow. Louisville's Alcoholic Beverage Control is not renewing the liquor license for Baxter's 942 in the Highlands. WHAS11 night team's Alexandra Goldberg and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie explain why.
Refused and denied. The popular Highland nightclub Baxter's 942 Bar and Grill was denied their liquor license renewal.
If you read what ABC put out, is they don't feel like Baxter's was being good neighbors.
Louisville's Alcoholic Beverage Control denied the license on Tuesday, citing repeated acts of violence and complaints from residents. The Highlands Metro Council member Ben Reno Weber says these instances don't happen all the time, only when a problem boils over.
Having a liquor license in our city, particularly after midnight, is a privilege, not a right.
The denial letter cites 4 total violent incidents, including shootings outside and nearby Baxter's, and specifically calls out a specific DJ for being involved in all of them. Baxter's will have 30 days to appeal the decision, but if the denial becomes permanent, the 900 block of Baxter Ave, an area known for its late night scene, will look a little different.
It's a very popular place. Everybody gets along.
John O'Dwyer puts together the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in the Highlands.
And there's never really any real problems when we're down here. That doesn't say it doesn't happen, but I know all these businesses take it serious and they want people to have good, clean, safe fun and be able to go home.
Felicia Stone lives in Bardstown, and she says she's partied at Baxter's over 10 times.
You can't put blame on Baxter's. You got to put blame on the people, not Baxter's.
Baxter's 942 did not respond to a request for comment. The license expires on Thursday, which means after Halloween, they'll have to stop pouring drinks. In the Highlands, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11 Night Team, on your side.
Louisville Metro Alcoholic Beverage Control also said in a statement, in part, quote, in light of multiple shooting incidents in the vicinity of Baxter's 942 Bar and Grill in recent months, Louisville Metro Alcoholic Beverage Control has made the decision to deny renewal of the establishment's liquor license. Going on to say public safety is our top priority, and after careful consideration of the risks posed by continued operation, we've determined that this action is necessary to protect our community. Baxter's 942 Bar and Grill is just the latest bar in the Highlands where ABC has revoked a license for liquor. Cafe 360 shuttered its doors after its liquor license was suspended this morning at the Highland Commerce Guild. ABC's director then, Brad Silveria, did not mince words when it comes to what he calls problem bars.
We're taking some extraordinary measures. We're doing some things that we haven't maybe done in a long time. We're not going to continue to allow bad behavior through the service of alcoholic beverages. And that will have a resonating effect, if you ask me, because it is a privilege to sell alcohol in this community, and we want it to be a harmonious relationship.
Silveria went on to say that he does not want to put anyone out of business. However, he says he has received positive feedback so far from the residents with the actions that the department has been taking. Metro Police making a second arrest in connection with a shooting from late June. You see the scene from back then. Naquel Beeson has been charged tonight with murder and assault in connection with this Algonquin shooting. Police say Beeson and Damari Walls Medlock shot and killed 16-year-old Sam Kamara and injured another person at the intersection of Dixie Highway and West Hill Street. Beeson is expected to be in court tomorrow. In southern Indiana, a former Floyd Central High School counselor is now charged with having an alleged inappropriate relationship with a student. According to police in Jeffersonville, 34-year-old Brittany Eisner is charged with 2 felony counts of child seduction. Detectives also found that she gave the underage girl vape products and alcohol. According to court documents, Eisner was a mentor for the teenage girl at the school. The girl told investigators they had a sexual relationship and met several times across Clark County, including the Upland Brewing in Jeffersonville and the parking lot of a coffee shop. According to these documents, Eisner admitted to the relationship when questioned.
In Indiana, it is illegal for a teacher or a school counselor to have intimate activity with a student. And in this case, the evidence is that that did occur, and because of the position that Ms. Eisner held as a school counselor, it did make this conduct illegal under Indiana law.
The New Albany Floyd County School Board confirms that her contract was ended this month. Eisner was booked into the Clark County Jail today, but has already posted bond and has left the jail. A ban on wearing masks in Louisville first came about 40 years ago, and now that ban is back. The mayor wants the old law enforced now, with changes since the pandemic. It comes after shooting suspects wore masks to hide their identity in a fatal shooting outside a PRP football game. WHAS 11 Night Team's Alex Dieterer is hearing from residents tonight.
Half the gymnasium at the Newburgh Community Center filled with residents wearing masks.
No one should be forced to disclose why they're wearing a mask.
Addressing Metro Council and LMPD face-to-face, giving their thoughts on the citywide mask ban that's really the reinforcement of a 40-year-old city ordinance.
Will there be a ban on sunglasses? Big floppy derby hats?
The 1983 ordinance was loosened during COVID until the mayor brought the ban back earlier this month, following a fatal shooting that happened outside a PRP high school football game.
Obviously, in the last couple of years, our level of violent crime in the community has been at unprecedented levels. And what we are not willing to accept is the status quo.
LMPD Chief Paul Humphrey says the city has seen 131 homicides just this year.
131 murders. My brother was one of them.
LMPD says there's been a rise in gun violence, with people wearing masks to conceal their identity.
So we are looking at any tool possible to combat violent crime.
Some Newburgh residents don't see it as the best tool.
It sounds like one more level of adding a punishment to people, and it's not going to prevent crime.
There are some common sense exemptions proposed to the ban. People can wear masks for protection of health, indoors if you're under the age of 14 or over 60, religious reasons, and holidays or celebrations. Public Safety Chair Tammy Hawkins says ski masks are what officials are going to be looking out for.
Well, how can we put pressure on detectives to solve these crimes when identity are being hit?
Residents pushed back.
Even if you put an age limit on it, there's reasons for these kids wearing masks, and it's not just to conceal their identity from the police.
Masks were also worn in the beginning as a fashion statement. Nike sells them, they're sold online, they're sold in the stores, they're sold everywhere.
While the mask ban is already in effect, Metro Council still needs to vote to accept the proposed exemptions. In Newburgh, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
It's also important to note that these proposed amendments for the city would ensure police officers cannot stop or detain someone solely for wearing a mask in an outdoor space. Former Metro Police Detective Brett Hankison is now waiting, and so is the family of Breonna Taylor. A federal jury went home earlier tonight and will start deliberating again in the morning. A life sentence is on the line in this civil rights case. Defense attorneys making an extraordinary last-minute effort today during closing arguments. They asked the jury, what evidence has the DOJ proved to you that Taylor was alive with freedom of movement at the time of the shooting, suggesting that Taylor had been killed before Brett Hankison opened fire into the apartment. Therefore, her civil rights do not apply. Well, prosecutors called the argument completely inconsistent, saying Breonna Taylor didn't have to be alive for 13 minutes. She just had to be alive for 4 seconds. Lonita Baker is the longtime attorney for Taylor's mother.
It's a ploy. It's a way for, it's another distraction that we feel like the defense tried to bring in. So that's nothing more than a distraction. When Brett Hankison fired in to that home, Brianna was alive. So that it's a distraction.
Defense attorneys also placing blame on Kenneth Walker, Taylor's boyfriend, in their closing arguments today. Walker fired the first shot at officers as they were coming through the door, saying he thought they were intruders. Defense attorneys telling the jury that his shot started all of this that led to Taylor's death.